Welcome to the Pilar Central School virtual graduation for the class of 2020 with the theme Sulong Edukalidad, Championing the Nation's Future. Ladies and gentlemen, the members of the graduating class together with the faculty members and guests. A moment of silence as we honor our nation with the singing of the Philippine National Anthem, which will be followed by an invocation and the singing of Cebu hymn.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, helas ng silanganan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, kuya ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisingil, sa nagagang tutok sa simoy at sa langit mo pagaw, ay hinatang tulakaw. pagtuthan sa habagatan, kinapusuran, lalawigan, sa kabisayan, sa kaalam, adunahan, sa among gugmaog lungog kanunay halaran, sugbuon ang binunyagan, sa Kristohanong tinuuan, ipanalipan kanunay Senyo sa gusto ninyo, makasaysayanon, maabi-abihon, madanihulog ang ay kagayon na ipasigarbo. Subo pinangga sa klima ug panahon, kalinaw kauswagan, palutaron palamon, bisan asa mudangan sa among pagpaningkamon, ikaw amo kanunay lahan lumon, ikaw amo kanunay lahan lumon.
There's no doubt that this graduation season is unlike any other in recent memory or history. The pandemic has changed the way from drive-through ceremonies to virtual ones. While the tradition of graduation may look a little different this year, one thing remains the same. Graduates are about to embark on an exciting new chapter of their lives, filled with new adventures, new challenges, and new growth. According to American author Nora Roberts, if you don't go after what you want, you'll never have it. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. If you don't step forward, you're always in the same place. To formally welcome us all, let's hear to Precious Claire M. Alodo with high honor.
My high respect to our honored guests, our beloved District Supervisor, Mrs. Dominga D. Cañete, Ma'am, our beloved School Principal, Mrs. Eleanor C. Umulon, Ma'am, administrators from different schools, barangay officials, PTA officials, teachers, parents, fellow members of the graduating class, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Today features another milestone in our lives. It is a day to celebrate and to mourn. A celebration because after 7 years of acquiring our basic elementary education, we are now ready to move forward one step higher in the ladder of our quest to greater level of educational heights, the secondary education. A mournful day because we are now leaving the portals of our alma mater, the Pilar Central School, which cradled us when we were still young boys and girls wanting to be involved in our daily activities. Today's graduation ceremony is very momentous for us, especially to us, members of that graduating class. So with our parents, despite for the source of trials that we encountered throughout our journey in elementary years, the different calamities that tested our characters and conviction as pupils, especially the pandemic COVID-19 that killed the lives of our Filipino brothers and even devastated our economic status. Still, we remain strong and determined amidst of adversities in life. Today, together with my batchmates, we celebrate our success. After all these years of hardship, struggle, and perseverance, we remember the challenges that stood before us, and we savor the victories that came upon our hands. K to 12 learners, let us not allow the storm of trials will hinder our dreams in life. Let us continue pursuing our education as the framework of our future. As the graduation ceremony theme says, Sulong Edukalidad, championing the nation's future. On behalf of the Pilar Central School graduating class, as your class with high honors and being a president of the SPG officers, you are lavishly welcome to this graduation ceremony. Once again, thank you and good afternoon.
And to present the candidates for graduation is our active Grade 6 Daisy Advisor, Ms. Leia M. Olarte. And this will be followed by the confirmation and acceptance of the graduates by our very own Pilar Central School Principal 1, Mrs. Eleanor C. Omolon.
In my capacity as Grade 6 Advisor of Pilar Central School, Pilar District, I have the honor to present to you 52 candidates for graduation, 26 of whom are boys and 26 of whom are girls, who have satisfactorily completed the minimum requirements of 7 years of elementary curriculum as prescribed by the Department of Education and are now awaiting for your confirmation as graduates with all the rights, honors, privileges thereto appertaining.
By virtue of the authority delegated to me by the school's Division Superintendent Marilyn S. Andales, EDD, of the Division of Cebu Province, based on the facts and figures your advisor had just presented, and on the assurance that you have satisfactorily completed the basic requirement for elementary curriculum as prescribed by the Department of Education, I now confirm you graduates this August 2020 with all the rights, honors, privileges thereunto appertaining. Henceforth, therefore, you are now eligible for transfer and admission to any secondary schools under the Republic of the Philippines. Should it be impossible for you to proceed to secondary education, I am turning you over to your parents so that you can be a useful citizen of your community and to our country as well. Congratulations and Godspeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, to receive their diplomas are the graduates of 2020. Alboro Giancarlo D. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Antonio D. Alboro. Berizo Francis Dominic M. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Dominador Berizo Jr. Borinaga Luis Steven Raul I. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Valenti S. Borinaga. Cabilio John Clent C. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Gregorio Jr. Cabilio. Kalumpag Neil Jan. Proud parent, Miss Gina G. Kalumpag. Celeste Lance Joseph M. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Tomas Jr. Celeste. Quizon Dion G. Luis M. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Jessie P. Quizon. Quizon James Ian M. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Rolly P. Quizon. Diaz Mark Lance R. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Larry Diaz. Gusila Harris N. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Henry Gusila. Hiramis Rodrigo Ayan B. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Rodrigo Hiramis. Huyo Gabriel Jr. I. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Gabriel L. Huyo. Liboris Chris Miko M. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Christopher E. Liboris. Maratas Rogelio III J. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Richelo M. Maratas. Misias Mac Harold A. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Nelson D. Misias. Montero Ian Carl R. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Merlo E. Montero. Nies John Vincent B. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Marvic M. Nies. Patwar John Wenzel T. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Edwin Patwar. Federicos Linel Marie C. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Diolito G. Federicos. Pernetes Kirby Darrell C. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Alfredo Pernites. Pugoy Dave B. Proud parents, Mr. Junicio Pugoy Jr. and Miss Virgie Berizo. Kinyo Lance Amil B. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Gilbis Raymond Kinyo. Ralius Levy R. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Ramil Ralius. Ramada Anthony John. Proud parent, Miss Jeanette D. Ramada. Ramada Rafael L. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Rafaelito B. Ramada. Roche Treasurain T. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Chris Roldan Z. Roche. Alacha Ronali G. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Ronnie S. Alacha. Alacha Rosvel D. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Bernard Mark H. Alacha. Aludo Precious Claire M. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Marshall Aludo. Aton Kimberly P. Proud parent, Mrs. Mary Chris P. Aton. Berizo Eden Grace G. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Eddie B. Berizo. Berizo Clarice May B. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Alona Berizo. Bering Prudence M. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Joey M. Bering. Bulanio Marshali F. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Arcadio Bulanio. Burinaga Reyhana Jewel. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Sol Macrino Burinaga. Cabillo Rhea May P. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Ernesto A. Cabillo. Cataros Nicole Jane M. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Wilfredo Jr. S. Cataros. Condestable Kissy Joy O. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Role Condestable. Del Rosario Edlin May L. Proud parent, Miss Davelyn Lishon. Flores MGR. Proud grandparent, Mrs. Edita Romo. Ginodipanon Jessamay M. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Jonald S. Ginodipanon. Lastima Ria P. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Ramil R. Lastima. Lishones Shari Joy C. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Sarli O. Lishones. Loreto Krisha E. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Melvin P. Loreto. Maaguk Jovelyn Marie N. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Thelma N. Maaguk. Maaguk Maria Angela G. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Alan C. Maaguk. Maluluyon Christine A. Proud grandparent, Mrs. Lucia Cabillo. Marquez Sandy Irish S. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Job T. Marquez. Otero Jayara June R. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Elvis E. Otero. Pugata Vinis Glee C. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Cesar B. Pugata Jr. Sotelo Krisha B. Proud parent, Miss Ana Cris B. Sotelo. Yapana Yina Ninia R. Proud parents, Mr. and Mrs. Radford Yapana. The reading of graduation messages from Secretary Leonor Magtulis Briones in PA, Secretary of Education, and Salociano T. Jimenez, JD, EDD, CISO 5, Regional Director.
My warmest greetings and congratulations to the graduates and completers of the school year 2019-2020. Graduation and moving up ceremonies are significant occasions for the graduates and completing learners, as these mark the milestones of your educational achievement. May these occasions inspire you to study harder for the fulfillment of your dreams and aspirations. Life may constantly offer you challenges, but you have to forge on. I salute the teachers, our unsung heroes, for molding the minds of our Filipino youth and producing among these learners the much needed knowledge and competencies under the K-12 basic education program. Hours may be long and the prescribed duties may be exhausting, but shaping the future of these youth will definitely improve their lives. To the parents, we thank you for your sacrifices in attending to the needs of your children. Your guidance and support have helped build their confidence in themselves. You have exerted a powerful influence on their overall development. The theme of this year's End of School Rights, Sulong Edukalidad, Championing the Nation's Future, is consistent with the department's call for national effort towards quality basic education. DepEd is committed to providing you with 21st century skills through the delivery of quality, accessible, relevant, and liberating basic education. We continuously strive to institute reforms in our educational system to ensure that you become globally competitive and able to meet the demands of the fourth industrial revolution. Again, congratulations! Sama-sama tayo sa pagsulong ng edukalidad. Mabuhay!
Quality for our faiths, for our future, for our nation. Acquiring them is entirely dependent on our efforts to advocate quality education amid greatly challenged students and teachers who, with no choice, need to walk back and forth miles of distance only to attend daily class engagements for more than 200 school calendar days. Achieving them is to assert quality education to students who already have passed their school age but continued schooling anyway, to students who cannot make it in a formal education setting but fought for ways to attend mobile class sessions and other alternative delivery modes, to students who, despite their special needs, have managed to complete all learning requirements and even showcased unique skills and talents. Attaining our future is to insist the feasibility of quality education among teachers who also have different personal and work-related challenges. It is, in this sense, that winning quality education is overcoming difficulties at hand and even amidst their impossibility to be surpassed, because it must exist with both ways. The ideal part is disabling these challenges, yet the best part is opting to surpass what seemed impossible and working our way up to a feat. The remaining months of the school year 2019-2020 may have had the most number of social, economic, and health crises. Yet, our learning communities must realize that triumphs in the implementation of our Philippine basic education coexist with these crises. The challenges are not all what we have left in our tables. They have also been merits in its mandate and its call for a quality, relevant, accessible, and liberating basic education. It may have had to shorten the required number of school day attendance, and some have foregone the conduct of final examinations. But it has never forsaken its responsibility to impose just conclusions to its school year. Since the priority is on sustainability, keeping our teachers, learners safe, and hence sustaining our education community. To all completers and graduates of school year 2019-2020, be proud of these one-of-a-kind commencement rites. The first is the history and definitely a new trend. All these, going virtual did not make graduation rites less of its essence. What does is forgetting to celebrate what ought to be celebrated. DepEd Region 7 is sincerely supporting all remaining education endeavors, for they sustain our existence, our learning communities, our nation, and our future.
At this juncture, let's lend our ears to Dr. Marilyn S. Andales, EDD CISU 5, our school's division superintendent, for her graduation message.
My warm congratulations to the completers and graduates of school year 2019-2020. Graduation is one of the memorable events in the life of a student. It's considered as a meaningful celebration of success after grade 6, grade 10, or grade 12. As you climb into the ladder of the educative process, you have hurdled life's challenges in its essence. The knowledge, skills, and right attitudes you have acquired from your beloved teachers, co-learners, parents, and all those greatly concerned of your well-being and future are treasures worth keeping and enduring. Hard work, patience, sacrifices in obtaining education, and the persistence of doing something amidst difficulty and resistance from other people are essential values which help shape and prepare you for life. Nurture and use them in becoming the best versions of yourselves to serve as role models to the young generations and as resilient agents of transformation for you to contribute with conviction to building and rebuilding our nation. To my dear teachers, you are now reaping what you sow. The learnings that our learners receive from you will forever be etched in their hearts and minds. Proudly tap your shoulders and say, "Congratulations, job well done." Your effort of developing the learners holistically is a manifestation of your dedication and hard work. Give my profound appreciation for all your efforts. May you never get tired of teaching our learners whatever the situations may be, so that we can all together move forward to championing the nation's future by persistently upholding the quality basic education we all dream of. To my dear parents, your sacrifices paid off. Celebrate every harvest and appreciate all efforts exerted to keep them motivated in pursuing their dreams. Be with them always and shower them with your steadfast support and selfless love. This trying time, I care for everyone's safety. Let us work hand in hand and follow all the safety protocols for our protection and others as well. Let us show our concern by abiding the law so that we can enjoy life and experience the beauty in it. Blessed by God with the power to discern what is right and wrong. Let's maximize its use for His glory. As responsible citizens, let us unite as one and be effective agents of transformation to make this world a better place.
In every battle, victors are the ones who displayed great hard work and perseverance. Indeed, they deserve to be recognized. Ladies and gentlemen, the awarding of honor graduates and special awardees. Precious Claire M. Aludo, with high honors. She will also receive the Best in Science and Performing Arts Award in Music. Treasure Rain T. Roche, with high honors. He will also receive the Best in Math as well as the Best in Filipino Awards. Yena Nina Aryapana, with honors. She's also a third placer during the Nutri-Snack contest for the district level competition. Prudence M. Bering, with honors. Kimberly P. Aton, with honors. She's also a Best in Araling Panlipunan awardee. Dion G. Luis M. Quizon, with honors. Rogelio III J. Maratas, with honors. Sandy Irish S. Marquez, with honors. Kirby Darrell C. Pernites, with honors. Rodrigo Ayan B. Hiramis, with honors. Venice Glee C. Pugata, with honors. Edlin May I. Del Rosario, with honors. Jessame M. Ginodipanon, with honors. Christine A. Maloloyon, with honors. Shari Joy C. Lisones, Conduct Awardee. Lance Joseph M. Celeste, Conduct Awardee. Krisha B. Sotelo, Conduct Awardee. Marsha Lee F. Bolaño, Best in Art Award. Beriso Eden Grace G, third placer during the Nutri-Snack contest, district level. At this juncture, let's hear words of gratitude from Treasurer T. Roche with high honors.
My respect to our beloved and energetic Municipal Mayor, Attorney Manuel P. Santiago, and to the members of the Sangguniang Bayan who are with us today. My respect to our beloved District Supervisor, Mrs. Dominga T. Cañete, and to our beloved Principal, Mrs. Eleanor C. Umalon. My respect also to my class advisor, Ms. Leah M. Olarte, together with my subject teachers, and to all members of the teaching force and staff of the Pilar Central School, PTA officials, to our dear parents, fellow graduates, guests, and visitors. A pleasant day to all of us. Today features another milestone in the lives of graduating pupils like us. It is a day to a celebration because after 7 long years of acquiring our basic education, we are now ready to move forward one step higher in the ladder of our quest to greater level of educational heights. And today is to consider as a mournful day because we are leaving the portals of our dear alma mater, which cradled us when we were still little young boys and girls wanting to be involved in the daily school activities. As I stand before you today, I am faced with the challenges of the fast-changing time. As we have to consider this quotation, youngs of today can help in building the nation's future leaders. Through K-12 basic education program that imposes a great task to fulfill ahead, thanks to the government. Through K-12 curriculum, for we will be kept abreast of the needed skills and knowledge. Thus, we will be gradually transformed into more responsible, more competent, and more skilled individuals, and soon we will be a part of a society where competition will be more rigid compared to us what we have now. My fellow graduates, we cannot deny that not every one of us will continue the course of our studies and earn a college degree. But we can still be leaders in our simplest ways and by applying the self-discipline and basic competences offered by the K-12 program. That can lead us to a brighter future and be a part of a developing society where everybody enjoys the gift of living. To our beloved parents, na diin maoy nagamuma kanato, ihatag ang ilang kusog ug buhat, ban ang mga sakripisyo, aron maipatuman ang ilang obligasyon sa pamilya. Sila ang nagtudlo kanato sa maayong pamatasan, naghatag sa maayong dalan nga atong pagasubayon, aron maabot kita sa maayong destinasyon sa atong kinabuhi. Ihatag nako ang dakong pasalamat sa mga ginikanan tungod sa walay hunong nga pagsuporta. Pagigugma kanato bisan sa kalisdanan, bisan sa kawatong nga ilang natagamtaman. Naningkamot sila kuyog kanunay ang mga pag-ampo sa kahisasan, aron mutunhay mahimong hapsay ang pamilya. To our dear teachers, we are forever grateful for the sacrifices and selfless services you have given to us. The knowledge and skills you have taught us will be our armor and shield in facing the world with head up high. Thank you very much for the opportunities you have given us to develop our full potentials and abilities. To our friends and schoolmates, we are about to part ways to find the right track that lies ahead. We'll forever cherish the memories, but laughter and pain we shared together. But I know deep within my heart, we may be miles away. We will always be there in one accord, chasing the impossible dreams that are planned for us. To our dear alma mater, Pilar Central School, thank you very much for carrying us for 7 long years. And now that we are leaving you, to carry the victories what we have with you. The class 2019-2020 will leave you a legacy which will forever be marked in your history as an institution of basic education. Above all, I am thankful enough to the Almighty Father in heaven for the gift of life, the wisdom and expertise you have bestowed upon us. We pray earnestly that you continue to guide us as we follow the direction towards the attainment of our dreams. To this end, I urge my fellow graduates to be one with me in giving back the honor and glory due to everyone who had molded us to what we have become. Can be leaders in our own simple way. Thank you very much.
At this point, let us hear the Pledge of Loyalty to be led by Yena Ninia Aryapana with honors.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name, do solemnly swear that I will uphold the honor of my alma mater, the Pilar Central School, and I promise to uphold and maintain the sublime virtues of loyalty, honesty, fairness, love, and service which are transmitted to me, and to go faithfully about my duties with industry, perseverance, and honesty as my guide throughout my life for the betterment of one's self, for the welfare of my parents, and to be of service to my community and country. So help me God. Thank you.
People laugh as they stare at you and say she's got nowhere to go. But if they only know you're thinking, where did I go wrong? How should I move on in spite of what I see? They're losing faith in me. You tell yourself you believe that in every feat it takes a heart to endure all the pain and grief, having the hope to see the best that you can be. Follow your dreams, the courage found within. Your soul is keeping you so strong that you could rise each time you fall and stand up on your own. This time you won't go wrong. Just give your best to hold your will persistently. Become the one you've always aimed to be. Got to find your place where you'll proudly face the woes that come your way. Sometimes it's hard to say if you can stick to your...
To express his words of appreciation, let's hear from Mr. Romeo P. Gutang, Master Teacher 1 of Pilar Central School.
Our sincerest thanks and gratitude to the PTA, General and Homeroom, municipal and barangay officials, parents of the graduates, stakeholders, teachers, and to all who in one way or the other have extended their time, efforts, and money to make this first virtual graduation ceremony of Pilar Central School successful and worth remembering. To God be the glory. Thank you very much, and God bless us all.
Henry Ford said, "Obstacles are those frightful things you see when you take your eyes off your goal." Thus, this virtual graduation wouldn't be realized without each other's cooperation. Thank you for watching our first virtual graduation ceremony. This has been a very fruitful day. I am Marjun R. Pelota, signing off, and have a blessed day.
Follow your dreams, the courage found within. Your soul is keeping you so strong that you could rise each time you fall and stand up on your own. This time